The way I have to dance around complimenting a woman is fascinating in today's culture.
Yeah, you want to get into this topic?
Because I wanted to say that appropriately fits your body.
Your mom also tells her all the time the same thing. It's like, I hate when you wear the boxy stuff. She's like, you're beautiful. You need to show off your body.
No, my mom does say that.
It's just hard.
It's
I'm
okay.
working on
We're
it.
here for. Trust me, we saw you working on it. You got a dumper on you. You got a full baby's diaper on that backside.
That's what's most important is that
You got that dumpy. Okay. Now over to you. What were you saying? What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 165 of Dropouts. That's right, man. Unprepared podcast. Jared thought we were sitting down to do ads, but we're about to do a full podcast.
Please no.
A full-on podcast.
I have no idea what to talk about.
Let's talk about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness.
Okay.
You know what I was thinking about today?
What?
You.
Okay.
Can I tell you what I was thinking about?
What?
You don't look real. You look like you have a hole in your back and people work your mouth like you're a puppet.
You're calling me a puppet?
A Muppet. And I think that's endearing. Muppets are cute. They're always around children, just like you.
No.
And they're really
I can't
furry.
remember the last time
you don't shave.
I can't remember the last time I was around a child, first of all.
Oh, I would say the
Okay.
same thing if I was being called out, bud.
And I'm a little self-conscious about not shaving because my beard is a mess right now.
I think your beard actually looks really good. I was looking at pictures of you without a beard, and I thought to myself, mole rat, naked mole rat.
Yeah.
But now that I see you with the beard, I think you have a sex appeal to you, and I mean that.
Well, thank you.
Let's hit some intro music, Alyssa.
Are we really doing this?
Dude, this is life, baby. You got to roll with the punches. We've got energy right now.
Dude, my heart's racing because I have no idea what to talk about.
Just leave it to me, huh? What if we just do an interview like you're coming onto my podcast and I get
feel
to talk
we
to you?
do this all the time.
I want to kick you off anyway, so this will be good practice.
Okay.
Alyssa, I have stuff to say to you today. You know how you were wearing things that exposed your body a little bit in your hourglass figure?
That's a hell of a way to phrase it.
You looked good. I know you feel more secure in like the big baggy clothes. And wait, she doesn't have
Yeah, I didn't set up her camera.
set up her camera, man.
Hold on.
Wait, why are we recording?
We're recording a podcast. You ever heard of a podcast?
I burnt my tongue today.
Save it for the podcast. We need some stuff to talk about. That is some hard hitting information. Jared, sit down. You don't believe what she just said.
Alyssa has a camera on her now.
Okay, Alyssa, back to what I was saying about your body.
Jesus.
What?
Continue about
He's my
Alyssa's
god too.
body.
Can you throw that blanket away? So a lot of the times it'll be 110 degrees outside and you'll be in a hoodie
Yeah.
and a sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
And
long pants.
Jared,
I'm trying to add to the
she's
conversation.
insecure. Okay.
Okay, you're the one bringing up her insecurities.
No, I'm bringing up her securities. I'm about to tell her how beautiful she looks. Sorry that you don't think she's beautiful.
That's not at all what I said.
You whisper in
Or
my ear
you
that she's
couldn't even
ugly when you
infer
pass
that.
by me in the kitchen. Yes,
Wow,
you do.
Jared.
Okay, I'll be walking down. I'm like, let's get a Hot Pocket. And Jared will pass by me and go,
Let's get a Hot Pocket. You don't cook anything for yourself. You have a salad sitting on her desk that you were going to eat on camera.
can I tell my story? Can I tell my truth for once?
It's not the
Or are you gonna
truth,
keep
though.
attacking me?
Your truth is just the lie.
Okay, so when I'm walking, I'm like, I want a Hot Pocket. I'm about to go to the microwave and cook this thing up. Jared will come by me, and I don't think about anything because he doesn't normally talk to me in the house. He thinks I'm a liability when it comes to conversation, but he comes towards me and
That part's true.
he'll whisper in my ear. So this is
That's the only true part of the story. So
this is
far.
what he'll do. He'll go, this looks like a bridge troll. Did you see her today? It's pretty bad.
What, like I'm passing by in a car on the highway?
No, like you're passing by a guy going to consume a Hot Pocket from a microwave.
When's the last time you ate a Hot Pocket?
When's the last time you've been in a pocket
Been in a pocket? What do you mean?
sexually?
Recently.
Hit some intro music.
We already hit it.
Hit it again. I need to take a break. I'm going to have a word with you during this.
During the intro?
Yeah, don't be rude. And we're back. You got great eyes. Okay, back to you, Alyssa.
Yes.
Sorry for him. And if you guys see a fly flying around the set, we'll tell you who did that in a second. What, man? So, Alyssa, what are you wearing today? Are they Skims?
It's like a onesie,
It's like a onesie.
like a tight onesie.
I know you have body dysmorphia, and I'm not trying to joke about this. I'm very serious about this. The things that you wore today fit your body so much. I think you don't understand how confident you can be if you own that. Because when you wear the other stuff, I think you're hiding behind, but also it might make you look boxier than you actually are.
I agree. Sometimes I wear the larger things and I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I like my body, sometimes I don't. But I've just always worn the bigger things. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm drawn to.
Oh no, it was also really cool because Jared and I also talked about your body today again. And
What the fuck? No, we didn't.
are we gonna cuss the whole podcast?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
I've got the
good.
mouth of a sailor.
That's why you always have semen in there.
God.
But all right, Navy joke. Okay, so we were walking by, and then he's like, "Did you go to the store?" I'm like, "No, I didn't go to the store." He's like, "Oh, I thought you went to the store." I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, then where did we get them from?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Where'd you get those jugs?" And I was like, "Whoa,
That's terrible.
you said where'd you get that whole milk from? Those 2 gallons from?" I said, "Sir, we don't speak about our employees that way, and we don't speak about women that way." And then you did this. I thought this was crazy. You went like you wanted to
Jared.
suck on a teat.
Okay, see.
Apologize.
Okay, first of all, I'm not going to apologize because that didn't happen. Okay, normally I love to go along with your bits because they're
Thank
really
you.
funny, but this is making me look misogynistic because none of this happened.
Are you telling me it was my schizophrenic friend again?
I think so. And
Hell,
it's weird.
He looks
that
a
his-
lot like you.
Yeah, it's weird that
Yeah,
it's
it's Macaulay
like
Culkin. No, not Macaulay Culkin. Who looks like you? Ducky.
John Cryer.
John Cryer. Can I get a picture of John Cryer, please?
Look up young John
Young
Cryer.
John Cryer. Young John Cryer on his worst day.
Fuck off.
To show you what you don't look like, and then I'll show you a picture of his best day.
Okay, that's him now.
Man, that's you now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
accurate. If the wind blows the right way,
that's
you're
pretty
straight from Pretty in
accurate.
Pink.
Like hair and everything.
Oh, sex appeal and everything.
Yeah, remember when I was Ducky for Halloween?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate
Wait, I thought you went as the ugly duckling. I love bullying him. The comments are so over it, though. This is basically just a podcast of bullying Jared, and I will not stand for it. First of all, Zach, you should be thankful that he takes all the time he does to put into the podcast. And you shouldn't, your only form of comedy is actually coming for him, and you actually have no original thoughts. Listen, man, I'm used to being where someone comes back at me. So you need to bully me more.
Well,
Talk about me today. I look disgusting and sweaty.
Well, I'm just curious where all this energy is coming from because you just came back from playing basketball. And normally when you come back from playing
Touch balls.
basketball, what?
Go ahead.
You go to your room and you hibernate. Like you don't want to see anybody, you don't want to do anything other than try to sleep for the next 18 hours
Okay.
because you're exhausted. But you come home and we were going to film the after school special.
Don't worry about this.
And all of a sudden you blindside me by doing a full
Okay,
podcast.
too soon.
I realized that as soon as I said it.
You know what happened to Michael Orr.
Okay, it's terrible. I didn't realize that was one of my favorite movies growing up, and I didn't realize it was all based on a lie.
Listen, I'm about to send you something to put on the screen. Okay. We will get back to the basketball thing in a second, but before I forget,
Also never got back to me.
great tits. What were you saying?
Yeah, Zach's schizophrenia was complimenting
Okay.
your body in a very
Okay,
misogynistic
first,
way.
okay, you know what? This is how it's going to go. We're going to go back to her body. We're going to go back to whatever you're talking about, and then we're going to
Okay.
go to Michael Orr.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah. So
Alyssa.
back to Alyssa.
I think you look lovely in clothes that fit your frame. The way I have to dance around complimenting a woman is fascinating in today's culture.
Yeah, you want to get into this topic?
No.
Just say what you would say, and I'll say if it's offensive.
Well, because I wanted to say that appropriately fits your body. I think, and then people be like, oh, the other stuff doesn't appropriately fit her body. What are you saying? Anything looks beautiful on her. No.
No.
Have you ever seen her in a Jared mask?
You have a Jared mask?
How do you think we have sex? I want you to be there, but I know you wouldn't perform.
Yeah, you're right. I kind of just
You put
lie
in,
there
and you probably commentate the whole time.
like a sports announcer.
Oh, it's too big. You're widening it out too much. The poop's just gonna fall out now. That's gross.
All things I wouldn't say
Anyway,
in bed with you.
I like this.
Thank you.
I like
Your
what
mom
you did today. Can you come over here and do
also-
us a 360?
Oh no.
Your
course.
mom also tells her all the time the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like, I hate when you wear the boxy stuff. She's like, you're beautiful. You need to show off your body.
Oh, gosh, I got so much liquid on me. No, my mom does say that.
No, she does. It's just hard.
No, I get it.
It's years and years. And
It's years of
and-
torture. It's okay.
It's
I'm
okay.
working on
We're
it.
here for. Trust me, we saw you working on it. You got a dumper on you. You got a full baby's diaper on that backside.
That's what's most important is that you're
You got
working
that
on
dumpy.
it.
Okay. Now over to you. What were you saying? Something about basketball.
No, I was talking about, remember when I dressed up as Ducky for Halloween one year and we went to that party? This was like my first real kind of like LA moment.
Yeah.
Where we went to, obviously Ducky is, he's a character from, was it 16 Candles?
16 Candles, Pretty in Pink, other things.
One of the, and so I went dressed as him and I didn't expect anybody to recognize me, but there's this one kid at a party and I forget his name.
Thomas Barbushka.
Yeah.
He sounds like a legend.
He does. He's got a
He sounds like a
he's got
mythical tale.
Hollywood name.
No.
Oh,
He sounds
a
like he
mythical
commands a
name.
boat where it's like he got lost at sea but somehow won the war. No, not on the tides. Who is it? Thomas Barbushka.
He sounds like a pirate. That's
I'll
what
kiss
he
you
sounds
anytime.
like.
Go ahead.
What? Okay. Anyway, he stops me in the middle of this party. He goes, "Oh my God, you're Ducky!" And this is the first time anyone stopped me all night. And he's like, I was like, "Oh my, you're the first person that's got that tonight." He's like, "I just did a movie with John Cryer," and I was like, "No way."
Flex.
And then he's like, "Yeah, let me take a picture and send it to him." That was like my first kind of LA moment where I realized I was like, "Oh, this town's really small. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows everybody." Anyway, I just thought that was
That is a cool. I was there.
Yeah.
I remember going, wow. And I said that to you. I said, wow.
Wow.
I'm not good at expressing my emotions, so I
you're
feel
not.
like it seemed insincere when I threw a wow at you, but it was sincere. I thought it was cool.
It seemed insincere now.
All right, bud. Let's calm it down, huh? Okay, so you made a blindside joke, and it turns out today it was all over Twitter that Michael Orr from The Blind Side, like the actual true story, if you've seen the movie, he says that the family got all the rights to, or all the residuals to whenever the movie's played, and he never got anything.
Well, it was, so the whole movie is based on the fact that like this family adopted him, and then they gave him all the resources necessary in order to make it into professional football. But he's coming out and filing a lawsuit saying that they didn't actually adopt him. They tricked him into a conservatorship, which is like
That's what happened to Britney Spears.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with Britney Spears.
Basically, they manage your money.
Yeah, like you just have no control over your life, essentially. It's like they just assume all the
It's
responsibility.
like Alyssa on a bender.
No control over her life.
Yeah.
It's bad. We've been meaning to talk to you about that.
But the funniest part is, so we're friends with J-Head. He played SJ in the movie. We took acting classes together when I first came here, just been friends. And Barstool posted him. And you can read that off.
It says, "This little fucker probably took all of Big Mike Orr's money for himself." And it's just a picture of SJ cheesing.
It's hilarious. And he posted it on his thing. And yeah, it was like the #1 trending thing on Twitter today.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this.
Is he not part of the family anymore?
Michael Orr, like the
Yeah.
real
He
Michael
was,
Orr.
apparently he never was actually adopted.
They just kind of took control of his finances.
But I feel bad for J-Head because he still goes around and he'll go to conventions, sign autographs for
Him and the actor
Yeah.
that played Michael Orr.
from The Blind Side. And that was another thing that he said. In the movie, he was portrayed as not very intelligent. So he says that's hurt his NFL contracts because they're like, oh, I don't know if we can go this guy. I don't know if he can understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It fascinates me, like football players' intelligence. Like I remember finding out when that like quarterbacks have extremely high IQs, which makes sense because they have to like remember the entire playbook and they have to be able to like. When you take like IQ tests and stuff, it's all about like pattern recognition and like applying your knowledge, and that's literally their job.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you think of football as this like the sport for lunks or whatever that just like want to hit each other. But there's a lot of like math and science and stuff going on.
Yeah,
And
because if you score a touchdown, you get 3 extra points if you can build a paper mache volcano. Yeah, so a ton of science in it.
but it's very time consuming to do that, and so not a lot of people go for it, and because of that, not a lot of people know about that rule.
Yes.
But such an easy way. Like imagine getting 9 points on a play instead of 6 for just a touchdown, and then getting the 1 for the extra point. You just build a paper mache volcano.
Paper mache volcano.
Did you ever build one of those in school?
I want to see how long I can go with this.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
You never built one?
maybe.
I didn't either. I don't
Nice,
know.
man.
I don't know why.
Welcome to Dropouts, where we have conversations about absolutely nothing, except for you might be looking at me and saying, Zach, you're underdressed. Zach, you have sweat stains in places that I don't want to see. Zach, your hair is like, for the audio listeners, that's what my hair looks like.
Oh, okay.
It's like every which way.
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate description.
I'm sweaty from basketball. Anyway, let's move on. I want to talk about, this is half a plug, but for our Patreon, but our drunk episode was the wildest thing that we've
fucking
ever put out on the internet.
Off the wall.
But the stuff we didn't put in, the 40 minutes we did not put in.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, we recorded close to 2 hours of footage, and the episode that we posted was an hour and 8 minutes long.
Please put in a clip of just give him 3 minutes.
You should have seen the supercut I put in last week's episode.
It was from that.
Yeah.
I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Give him another like 3 minutes.
No, I'm Jewish.
I'm also part Jewish.
Shut up. Wait, even if you don't put this on Patreon, can you send this to me? Because I'm going to love myself in it.
Glad we nailed it. When did it hit so hard? Because you were coherent 30 seconds ago. We might have to put this on the regular YouTube.
It's so off the rails.
We might have to put this on the regular YouTube.
Dude, you might have to. I will do this all night. I hate all of you.
I got you.
Yeah, let me talk, bitch. Have you ever fucked one of them? Just admit it. Who would you fuck, Jared or Zach?
I'm
Just
not
say it.
answering that question.
I'll say it, Zach.
I am on my mom's side when she's right about not doing these podcasts anymore.
I said Zach. I didn't want to say that. I don't feel
I'm
comfortable.
asexual and I'd rather
I don't
be
feel
myself.
You
comfortable.
don't even know what that fucking meant. Just say who you fuck. Jared or Zach. Just fucking say it. Zach, obviously.
I'm not answering his question.
I think she likes Jared.
Well, that's good. Any last words, Danielle? There we go.
Zach's hot.
Thank you.
Jared's not.
And then if you want to watch the full thing, it's on our Patreon. I know this is like pluggy, but we cannot put it on YouTube.
We debated it.
It went through 4 cuts of people.
When I got it back, so this was the first time we had a guest on our drunk episodes. And normally when it's just the 3 of us, obviously it's all in-house, and it usually doesn't get that crazy. And so we're able to like record, edit, and then put it up right away. But this time I wanted to make sure, just because it did get so crazy, that the guest was comfortable with it. And so I sent it to her, and when I sent it to her, it was still like an hour and 20 minutes of footage or whatever.
And originally it was what?
We recorded for like an hour and 48.
Gotcha.
You know?
No, I do know.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I say that to fill space instead of saying
You don't have to fill space. Trust me. You've consumed the space. Land the plane.
She sent it back,
Inside
and
joke.
there were 54 cuts that I had to make that she wanted out of there
54 cuts.
because what we did keep in there was too crazy.
How much money do you think we'd have to pay her to have that released?
Enough for her to comfortably be on her feet and find another job.
Okay,
if
yeah.
it ever got out.
That checks out.
Yeah.
The math is there. How are you?
So
Have I
good.
commented on your body yet?
Oh,
No,
just-
you should do it again.
I don't know how many of you guys self-diagnose, but I'm going to be honest. You shouldn't be doing it. And say you feel a little ill mentally, physically. You go in the group chat, ladies, boys, I think this is wrong with me, blah, blah, blah. And then your friends are self-diagnosing. No, guys, there's a much better way. You ever heard of ZocDoc? How about a little website where you can find a doctor that's right for you? They're reviewed, similar to Yelp, if you've ever heard of it. So you know you're getting a quality doctor. But Zach, I don't know if they take my insurance. You plug it in and it only lists the ones that give you the insurance. I personally love ZocDoc because when I have a little bit of a ailment, I can find the perfect doctor for me. And you might think, Zach, you seem disingenuous because you have your ad voice on. No, this is genuinely the best thing. If you ever go to the doctor, you don't know what doctor you're going to get, and then you're just like, is this guy even qualified? It takes all the struggle out of that with ZocDoc, buddy. You understand?
I understand.
Goodness.
You just did a sleep study where you found your doctor through ZocDoc. I'm finding a doctor for my nose surgery, and it's never been easier.
ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, like I said, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you are searching for. It is like magic for your health.
So to find a doctor today, just go to ZocDoc.com/dropouts and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/dropouts, ZocDoc.com/dropouts. Thank you, little ZocDoc. I'd hug you if you were personified, and you know that. This video is also sponsored by Squarespace, and guess what? If you're not living in today's world with website, what are you doing? It doesn't matter what you do. Say you're trying to apply for jobs. Put your resume on there. Say you're a photographer. Oh, I don't know how to show people portfolio. A little bit easier than carrying a giant stack of pictures with you, isn't it? Oh, here's a link. Oh my goodness, these pictures are so good, and then they can send it to other people without putting it in the mail. Oh, maybe you're a content creator and you want to sell merch, or maybe you just want to start any e-commerce store where you sell something like us. Squarespace is the easiest way to do it. They have templates for absolutely any line of business, any line of fun, any line of websites you can absolutely think of. Squarespace has got you covered. If you're in the 21st century without a Squarespace, you're not doing it right. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't care if you just like turtles. Create a website where it says, I like turtles, huh?
And it's going to look beautiful.
It's going to look beautiful. We talk about this every time. Jared has several girlfriends who have blogs, and they use Squarespace to power them, and that's where they talk bad about how he treated them in the relationship. You know, it's a little dicey, but at least they're using Squarespace, so it's full circle, huh?
At least they're using it, and they're getting 10% off with our code.
Exactly. Speaking of a code,
right now you can get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain by going to squarespace.com/dropouts. You can start with a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch,
go to squarespace.com/dropouts to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Listen up, sports fans! Who wants some money, some cash? Well, let me tell you, during the football season, how would you like to enter a couple prize picks in and win up to 25 times whatever you enter? Huh? Does that feel good? Watching a game and winning some cash? Nothing's better. Jared, tell them a little bit about this prize picks thing we got going on.
Prize Picks is a daily fantasy sports platform where you select 2 or more players, you pick more or less on their projected stats, and then you place an entry and you make money.
Here's an example. This week on Prize Picks, I am selecting Aaron Rodgers for more than 3 passing touchdowns and Travis Kelce for more than 50 yards.
It's that easy, and to make it even easier, Prize Picks now offers Apple Pay for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season.
I love Prize Picks, and you should too. Go to prizepicks.com/dropouts. This is actually really cool. Listen to this. Use code dropouts for your first deposit. They will match up to $100. So it's like, say you want to, hey, I'll try $5. Now you got $10. Hey, if here's $50. Now you got $100. You do the math, huh? $100, you got $200 to pick your favorite sports stuff. Prize Picks. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? Prizepicks.com. What's the code? Dropouts. I already said it. You know that.
Once again, that is prizepicks.com/dropouts.
Hey, buddy.
Use code dropouts.
Buddy, they know. They heard me. Dropouts.
I'm saying it again because we have to.
Okay, I'll kiss you right now.
Once again, that is prizepicks.com/dropouts and use code dropouts for a first deposit match up to $100.
Daily fantasy sports made easy. Oh, this is fun. So I went to a wedding in Atlanta, and who cares really? It's a wedding. But what I really want to talk about is, while I was gone, I assumed this house would not be in shambles. I assumed the walls of Rome would not have crumbled. Little did I know how sick Alyssa actually was. I knew you were sick, but I didn't know you were not watching over Jared sick.
I was dying.
So she was in her room, consuming her last thoughts. She thought, I get back to, I thought Tarzan was going to swing through here.
It wasn't that
I thought
bad.
they were filming. I thought they were filming a live action Disney Tarzan in here because it was so wild.
It wasn't that bad. You guys are overreacting.
Anything you had ever eaten over the last 2 weeks was
week. max.
Still a lot, bud. Was everywhere. Just hot sauce, like tipped over. You had drinks, like 45 cans on the table. You looked like nobody's here. You looked like the personification of a burp. Like you were just living like that.
Okay. First of all, offensive.
Should be.
Second of all, okay, my first.
Run me through the thought process. So you eat something, you get sauce everywhere, you get food everywhere, and then
Okay, you're acting like I'm a fucking toddler that just like spilled his
no. If you were
SpaghettiOs all over.
if you were a
counter.
toddler, it would have made sense. I wouldn't have blamed a toddler.
Okay, I didn't have like food all over the counter.
Liar.
I might have left a hot sauce bottle out.
It was the worst I've ever seen this place. It was the worst. It looked like the Rust days when we lived with 10 people.
You take that
in
back
a 900
right
square foot
now.
apartment.
Take that back right now. It was not that bad.
It was really bad.
It wasn't that
And
bad.
then I get back. The trash is overflowing. You have your own special trash can in the kitchen.
It's not my own special trash
Do you
can.
use it?
Not rarely.
Not rarely, so she uses it all the time. Un poquito? Okay, I don't use it at all, so it is your trash can. And she said things looked like they were growing out of it. There was the Loch Ness Monster had set up shop. She just signed her mortgage for that trash can. And she said she opened the drawer and, would you say a posse, an army, a gang of flies?
Swarm.
A swarm? Get the fuck out of
Just-
here.
Not
If I was, I
gnats
use
of
that
flies.
trash can every day, and a
We
swarm
know.
of flies never came
No, they're
out.
like gnats, like natty bugs.
It was not Natty Light either. It was the dark stuff. What do you have to say for yourself for how you treated our home?
Okay, so this is the thing. I'll
If home
admit-
is where the heart is, you've got cardiac arrest.
probably that's how my grandfather died, so it runs in the family.
Why would you make us sad?
No, it's okay.
How is it okay?
I don't know.
What's okay about your grandfather dying from a
Nothing.
heart attack?
Nothing.
Then it's not okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I brought it up. Okay,
I'm sorry your grandpa's dead because I have to say it now.
this is what happened.
Please enlighten me.
So, in the year that Alyssa has worked for us, okay, and especially the almost year that we've been in this house, I personally have gotten
Never taking the trash out.
Oh, that's not true. Okay. But I've gotten a little spoiled because Alyssa is very clean and she usually does a great job of it. And so when she was sick, I fell out of my old habits of cleaning up very quickly after myself. And then, yeah.
That's it.
Well,
So it's my
I lost.
fault.
No, it's my fault. Like I shouldn't have fallen out of those habits.
Oh,
okay?
we were trying to figure it out. We called the cops and everything. Like we hired a detective. Whose fault was this? It was yours?
Yes, it's my fault.
Wow, man, that's big
Okay.
of you. No one do it.
But
The
here's
perfect crime.
here's also the thing. I have a bad the habit that I do have is bad where I let spaces get messy to a point where I have to get sick of it and then I do a clean. I forget to clean as I go.
Okay. So to the people that say I bully him, his emotions and things about him, you know how he bullies me? Biologically.
What do you mean?
Just the biohazard that you created with all the disgusting food and grime. And it was crazy because I went on my phone and I had to double take because, you know, the app will tell you the air quality of Los Angeles.
Shut the fuck
So
up.
I was on Los Angeles. I was like, oh, it's not great today, but, you know, normal. And then I go to and I swipe over to like your current location and it said, how are you not dead? That's what it said. And I didn't think the app would say that and I was like, oh, like I had a mask on. Just go to my
Blowing this
fridge.
So far out of proportion.
You look like a Muppet.
Fuck off. You already said that. You can't use that again.
You can't use that again. I'll think about it too much. Sit down, man.
Sorry.
Let's give you a right hook.
No, I just got like anxiety that Alyssa's camera wasn't recording. And so I just had to check.
Call her by her name.
I thought that was her name.
Sexy A. Everyone's been saying it.
Yo,
No.
You're also HR.
I thought you were about to say, yo, sexy A.
That's why I said no.
You got to step in here.
Nah, she feels it.
You want to talk about New York?
Did we already talk about that?
A little, but you.
We went to New York. Does that cover it? I thought you had a vlog coming out for us.
I'm working on it.
Oh, no worries. No worries. That's why you're going to get fired.
I
On the 1 year anniversary.
listen.
Wait, when's our 1 year anniversary?
I don't know. When is your 1 year anniversary?
What are we supposed to do?
Nothing.
Okay. Oh, she's been in my ear like a gnat. Like I thought it was one of the gnats that you had in your trash. It was her. Dude. She does the little drive-by thing. You know, it's my birthday coming up. What have you gotten her?
I've only gotten her one thing so far. I need to think of more, but I think she's going to love this one thing.
Well, don't one-up me, man. What are you getting her?
I'm not going to say it while she's listening,
Can you take off the headphones? Don't watch this part of the podcast, Alyssa.
but it comes out before her birthday.
Stay down. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you know how she loves sharks?
I did shark themed.
What'd you get? I got her, it's a shark onesie.
I got her the exact same thing. I swear on my life. And it goes over and it's got the I swear on my life. I swear on my life.
Did you
It's
see the
in that
same
box.
Instagram ad?
Mine was a TikTok ad. It's like gray. It's a great white shark.
Yeah, it's a great white shark. And it goes
100% the same thing. Wait, I was thinking of something.
I don't like how much you're laughing.
Oh, it's hilarious. Keep blah blah blahing. Sorry to yell at a woman. I actually don't care. Okay. What was I gonna say? I was thinking maybe either we go like to Vegas to like the big shark reef thing.
They have that there?
Yeah, they have a shark reef in Vegas.
Oh, fuck yeah. we should
Or
definitely-
I've been trying to find something where she can do the cage thing, but I can't been able to find it.
you got to travel to like the tropics to do that.
Okay, how do I get there? Do you have a map? Should we just keep this going and see how long she'll do that?
Yeah, we should
We'll just talk about anything.
real quick.
Okay.
I do want to throw like a little, like, you know, the birthday party we had for me here.
Yeah.
Something small like that.
Yeah,
I
at
wanna
least a
do
nice
that.
dinner.
Yeah, at least a nice dinner. But I want to do that, but also have that shark theme or like underwater theme or something.
Oh, definitely shark.
You know, I think that could be a lot of fun. We can get her like a shark cake.
It'd be fun to do like a shark themed dinner. Like not a ton of people because she doesn't like. I feel like she'll get overwhelmed. If it's too many people.
Definitely. Just
Close
a few
friends,
people.
close friends. Make her feel special. Are you
Yeah.
getting her anything else?
I was planning on it.
Like what, man?
Well, like I was gonna try to find something Marvel related. Like she really likes Black Widow. Like that's the.
We're not done.
Hey, we're not done.
What are you doing?
No. Plug
Hey,
your ears.
buddy.
Plug your
My
ears.
arms are getting tired.
Yeah, how do you think we feel?
Like
Are
Black.
you just continuing the podcast?
No, we're actively talking about your birthday now. So you stay over there. Is that a Batman theme?
What?
Close your ears.
I are close.
You shouldn't have been able to hear that.
He looked at me.
Yeah, because you look good. I told you.
Well, like Black Widow's the background on her phone, so I was gonna try to find something like Marvel related. I don't know, something empowering.
Could we
maybe.
get like maybe like a Captain America stripper?
They have to have that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Los Angeles for Pete's sake. That's got to be here.
Who's Pete?
Pete Davidson.
What's her favorite food? Just air? She doesn't really eat much.
That's the thing. I mean, French
French
fries.
fries. Oh, we'll do a French fry bar.
Yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, what else does she? She doesn't really eat dairy.
She does not eat dairy.
We can't put like cheese or something.
She does love cheese, actually. She's back on the dairy train.
Oh, she is?
She's a fake vegan, yeah.
Oh,
She's actually
okay.
eats, also she eats shrimp.
Well, really, she's just a pescatarian.
Really, she's nothing anymore because she was at Chili's, there was meat in the
queso.
and she
Yeah.
doesn't want to talk about it.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, I went to a party the other day and I saw strippers.
You did?
I didn't know they were going to be there. I'm not like a stripper guy, guys, but
How do strippers make you feel?
I'm not turned on.
No.
No,
It's,
I feel a little sad.
yeah, and it feels kind of gross.
Like I
understand
support it,
why
like do
people-
what you want, but it's
Yeah.
not for me.
And like they make a lot of money. you
I feel
know?
I feel a little gross about the guys that
That's-
like it.
That's what I feel gross about.
Yeah. Well, the guys I go with don't have a lot of money, so they're chucking nickels at them. Yeah.
It's like the old people at the nickel slots in Vegas.
Oh yeah, and they think if they do something cool, they'll throw a quarter, and they're like, "Take that, George Washington," and they'll hit him in the eye. Never hit a stripper in the eye.
No.
Trust me.
What happened to you?
I can't talk about it. It was this eye when I was a stripper. Should we bring her back in?
Yeah, we should bring her back
I'd
in.
rather not. Anything else we can talk about that we should talk about while has she been less moody lately?
I think so.
She's always moody.
I feel like she's just going through a difficult time and just
With what?
didn't know how to deal with it. Just like, stuff in her life. I don't want to get into it.
Has she told you about it?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
She's told both of us about it.
When? We should bring her up.
Yeah. What? No.
Wait, what do you mean?
Bring who up? Bring her
Like
back in?
talk positively about her.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, she's great. She's a super hard worker.
Say that to her.
Oh,
We bash her in the whispers.
You're good.
Nice hair. Nailed it.
You're great at your job.
We're not gonna lie. Hi, how are you?
Good.
You look like sweet corn.
Why?
I don't know. Cool. How'd you feel?
My
Dizzy?
ears, yeah, my ears are cold. You know when you put your fingers to your ears too long and like squeeze them, they start to get like cold and wet.
No, because if
No.
anybody ever tells me to keep my ears closed and do this, I'm always listening. I'm sneaking a listen.
I didn't want to listen. What did you talk about?
Oh, kind of your faults. We did some birthday
All of
stuff,
your
some insecurity stuff,
all of your shortcomings.
which is everything because
That's
you
why it
are
was so
4'10". Speaking of shortcomings, you're having that guy over soon?
What guy?
Jared, cut that.
I'll be sure to cut it this time.
Okay, this is actually a quest for you. While we're out of town, you have to have a guy over, and
How do you know I haven't?
because
Whoa.
we can hear you crying. Unless, do you do that during sex too?
No.
Okay, then that's how we know. Have you
One,
not?
You've never heard me cry. And two, you've gone away before.
Have you had a guy over?
I'm not gonna say
Oh,
But the thing
What?
is,
you've soiled this home?
you've soiled this home.
I've never soiled this home, and if I did, you were a part of it.
I've soiled this home.
No.
I'll proudly
Are you
admit
not?
that.
Are you not? Like, why are we not ribbing her about she's?
Well, because on the drunk episode, I think she's lying. I think she's trying to play us. Okay, because on the drunk words are sober thoughts.
Will you tell us in Patreon episode?
Maybe.
Okay, we're trying to sell patrons here.
Yeah, I will.
Hell yeah. Come over to the Patreon. God, I love upselling.
Nothing better.
Give me your cash.
All of it.
Oh, you can't afford it? Rob someone.
There you go.
Elderly, preferably. It's easier to get the money from them. And they have a lot.
Just spend a day like
Robbing.
Nope. I was gonna say just spend a day, just walk around, just ask people for $1.
No.
All you got to do is get
Yeah,
5.
at gunpoint. Trust me.
Legally, I'm not gonna advise that.
If you rob anyone, Jared promises to cover your legal fees
No, I don't.
and replace your time in jail. Sorry.
I don't consent to that whatsoever.
A lot of women have said that to you, huh?
No. Wait, hold on. How do I answer this correctly? Women have always consented around me.
Because they're at gunpoint. You can be honest.
I don't have a gun.
I'm your boy. You can be honest with me. Whoa. Weird way to say that.
Yeah, I didn't like where that was going.
So you would use a gun if you had one.
No, I don't. No, I'm saying it's impossible for me to have done that at gunpoint because I don't have a gun.
Ah, knife point then.
Technically, you do.
I do have a knife.
Then let's move
but
on. What how do you feel about the bench you're sitting on?
I hate this fucking bench.
Wait, can you get
Okay.
up and show them off?
Okay,
It
hold on.
looks sick. Wait, where's the remote for it?
Okay. For our audio listeners, listen up. This is great for you. We got a new bench that looks like the back of a truck. And Jared hasn't stopped complaining about it all day, which has been great for all of our ears. But it's so wonderful. It makes me happy. Handsome's dead.
Yeah, it makes you happy because you don't have to sit on it.
I'll sit
Okay?
on it, baby.
The reason we got this bench, okay, I'll give you credit. It looks cool. It does bring a certain
What if we just stop there?
No, I'm not going to stop there. Okay? One of the main reasons we got rid of this bench is because we got rid of the old couch was because Zach wouldn't stop complaining about how uncomfortable it was.
Zach who?
You.
Hell.
And then you know what we do?
What?
We buy a hardwood bench. And then you'll
Okay.
notice I'm sitting with a pillow behind me.
I do notice
because
it.
if I don't do that,
Handsome.
this thing has no back support whatsoever. And okay, not no back support whatsoever. All it has is this little ridge up here. All right. And that just digs into my back. And then there's nothing in the middle to support my back. So I have to sit with a pillow behind me.
Okay.
And it sucks. I want to bring the old couch back in.
But we broke it.
We did break it.
Can I?
Broke it?
Yeah, the legs fell off. It was actually kind of scary how easily the legs fell off as we sat it down.
Imagine Ray Romano was on it and it fell through
And it collapsed.
and it killed him. Oh, the podcast that killed Ray Romano.
Oh my God.
Would we release it?
We'd have to like run it by like Tom and Jen.
Would we have the ads on?
Yeah. We got to cover our legal
We
fees
do have to cover our legal and his funeral fees.
and his funeral fees.
But I think he can cover himself.
Yeah, but I don't think just like out of principle that he would, you know.
It was really nice when we went to New York. Ray had me for a show. because he was doing some comedy at the Comedy Cellar. And right when you walk into the Comedy Cellar, it's one of the best places in the world to do comedy. I mean, it's a very intimate room, and on the walls is just littered with pictures of him because that's where he came up. It's kind of like his spot. So I go in, and he paid for my ticket. I went alone, and then he paid, and then I ordered food there while I was watching his set, and then I go to pay for it, and they're like, "No, it's on Ray." I'm like, "What?" And then afterwards, I went upstairs, and there's like the cool table where like the comedians sit, and I sat with him, and we shared wings together. It was very cool. And he asked me, he's like, "You like the wings?" I was like, "I do. I do like these wings." They could have been the worst wings in the world, though, and I probably would have told him I like them, but they were good wings. And then afterwards, we got gelato. I got gelato with probably a top 5 Italian.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm just saying, I'm living. What were you doing?
We went home because this happened, the day after we left?
Yeah, I planned it.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh, okay. And this was
Because you're selfish.
Are you my past lovers? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was really cool. No, you guys had to come home. Okay. So we went to a bar, McSorley's. I forgot what it's called, but I bought the book from the place. It was made in, I think, 1854 is when it was created.
Whoa.
And they've barely renovated. They have, if you can you pull up a picture of the place, McSorley's? So it was really cool. So they have these old-timey chandeliers and or lighting fixtures.
Whoa.
Look at that bar.
Oh my God.
Okay, and then go over to the right. Oh, there, that bone picture. So this is the story I was told, and apparently it's true, so those are all wishbones. And you see how they're covered in dust?
Yeah.
So World War I, all the boys went in there, and they brought in a wishbone, and they put it on there. And if you came home, you took your wishbone back. So those are guys that passed away in World War I. Wow. But it's crazy.
Those are a lot of wishbones left on that thing.
Yeah, it's really sad, but it's also really cool that they left it. Like, that's been there the whole time.
Wow. So that's been there.
But they recently had, like a couple years ago, they had to dust them off because...
Was it a fire hazard?
Well, the inspectors, like, we get it, but you got to, like, they're disgusting.
You know what the outside reminds me of?
Patty's Pub.
Is that from...
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, I was going to say How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
Never seen it.
Yeah, so they only serve 2 types of beer. It's like, you want dark or light. And then what do you want for food? You want cheese and onions? And it's just, they give you a cracker sleeve that they don't open. They have just raw onions and cheese. And they've got tons of presidents on the wall.
So it really is like a time capsule.
Oh,
almost.
it's so cool. They have sawdust like all over the ground.
Oh,
Like,
is
that's some of my favorite stuff is...
Is that what all those like footprints are? Like in that one picture?
Yeah. Go to the picture on the under the big picture.
So that's all
zoom into
sawdust?
that. Yeah, that's all sawdust just
Where's
on the
the
ground.
sawdust coming from?
They sprinkle it every morning.
Really?
Yeah, it just gives it like a...
How does that pass like health inspection?
Oh man, sometimes history trumps health
Sometimes
inspection.
you just gotta let it go.
Oh, these are like my favorite types of places to go to. Wait, who does it say? Notable people who have visited McSorley's include Abraham Lincoln,
What?
Ulysses. Sorry, I tongue-tied right now. Ulysses S. Grant, Teddy Roosevelt,
Boss Tweed, Harry
Lennon?
Houdini,
John Lennon.
Could you imagine being in that bar with Abraham Lincoln or like any of the presidents?
Oh, that's cool. After the New York Rangers hockey team won the Stanley Cup 1994, they took the cup to McSorley's and drank out of it. Like, they filled it up with beer.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. So what is it, 1954? Did I get that right or no?
Claimed that it opened its doors in 1854.
Hell yeah, brother.
However, historical research has shown that the site was a vacant lot from 1860 to 1861.
Hell. But anyway, I love things like that. Just the history and the presidents, like old America. And I love World War I and World War II, and learning, like, Band of Brothers is probably one of my favorite series ever.
Do you remember so after we got off the Staten Island ferry and we walked to that Insomnia Cookies, you know, that like cobblestone road or whatever, there's a bar there. I forget the name, but it was like something like Revolutionary Bar or whatever. But I think it was similar to this, where it was from like the 17 or 1800s, and they preserved it as that time period. And I walked past one of the windows, and who knows if it's real or not. I kind of wish I went in, but I think it was closed. but there was like a mural or like a painting of George Washington in there. Probably not real because I doubt they'd hang that in a bar, but would be really cool. And it had like a plaque outside as like a historical site. I really wish I want to go back, honestly, just to go into that bar.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about because there's a guy literally 2 feet to the right of you just sprawled out dead on the sidewalk.
Dead?
He wasn't dead.
Oh.
How the
He's
fuck
passed
did I
out.
not see that?
That's why I was like, yeah, let's go, Jared.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was not in a good mind.
I think the reason I like war so much, or like war films and history, when I was growing up, my dad was always on tour. So it's like you're worrying about where he
Dad's
is.
a musician. Sorry, that was a terrible
No,
joke.
he's fighting for our country. He almost died. He has PTSD. Silver Star. He was actually supposed to get in a one jet, but they changed the schedule, so 2 other pilots got in it and they were shot down. You have anything else to say about? No, nothing.
It's just a dumb
No,
joke.
no, it's just a dumb joke, man. Yeah. Just our troops. The proud.
That's the Marines.
Oh, you don't consider them our troops?
No, they
there
are
it
our
goes.
troops, but
Okay. No, just straight down the barrel. You hit the U.S. military.
that I don't.
Okay. You want China to take over? It's okay.
No,
You
I
can
don't.
Say it, man.
I don't want any
I
of
see you on TikTok.
That. What are you talking about?
No, but yeah, he was always on tour, so I feel like it was like some kind of bonding thing. It's like I could watch war movies. And it's like my dad.
Same thing with your grandpa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He loves war movies.
That's all he does, you know. Like when he was in town, honestly, every time we see him, we just plop him in front of the TV and throw on a different war documentary.
And that just resets his memory.
Yeah.
Like he'll have opinions about something, but he watches it and just gets wiped. And then he's like, all right, different day. That's how he keeps track of time. He's like, okay, all right, I watched it this morning. That means it's afternoon now.
There was one time where we sat him on the couch when they were visiting here, and we were going through like all the war documentaries, and he goes, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, he knows every angle of the war, like from every side.
Have you ever seen the Chernobyl series on HBO Max?
Yeah.
No, I've always wanted to, but for some reason I just pushed it back. I got to watch it.
It's really good.
Did you ever see when they went to go visit North Korea? Maybe I saw a video on TikTok, but they were showing like the computer room. Like, see, we have internet, we have access to internet, and everyone is just staring at. It looks like a Word document with a website on it, but nobody's typing. But they're like pretending to be on the internet, but nobody's typing except for one person that they pretend you can meet. And then it's like they go up to him like, oh, what are you working on today? And he's like, oh, I'm just working on a paper that I'm like working with other countries with and things like that. Like he's the only one that was on the internet actually typing things and actually worked. The rest were just like staged to look like they could use the internet when really they can't.
Oh,
it was
it's
very scary.
So bizarre. And it's like those videos. Have you seen, I don't know if they're advertisements or
Can you
what
go to
they
TikTok?
are. Like I saw
I did a
this
terrible job explaining that. Keep going.
I saw this one video of this girl going around. It's like, this is everything you can do in North Korea. And she goes to like a water park or like an aquarium or something.
Well, yeah, they really put it on when people come.
But it's barren. There's nobody else in the video. And she's like, this is what you can do. And it's like, why is there nobody why is there nobody at the water park? Why is there nobody at the aquarium?
You put on North Korea. So just type in North Korea computer room, maybe. Whatever, we can't find it. We do want to do another live show. Speaking of live shows, can you guys comment, where you think would be a good place to go in the US of A? Eventually would like to do a little London excursion if we can, but we're thinking either maybe Texas, Chicago. We need a big market. Tough to sell tickets on because we're not that entertaining. Emphasis on me. You thought I was going to point at you.
I did.
And continue bullying, but I've read the comments. I'm not going to do it.
No?
No, just off camera.
You called me
you
a
idiots.
Muppet 30 seconds into this podcast.
Me? I think you're gaslighting me.
I don't think I am.
Oh, I meant that metaphorically.
You called me a Muppet twice, actually.
You thought it was 3 times. Should have been 3 times. Oh, you're Muppet. There's 3. So let us know maybe kind of where you want us to go. Alyssa really wants Texas because that's where her family is. So it's kind of selfish.
Chicago probably makes more sense. It's the next biggest
That's where your
city.
ex is. We can go visit her.
I didn't think about
I
that.
have never seen anyone in the comments though say Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago.
Maybe Florida.
Never heard of it?
Some
Is it
people
new?
said Florida.
Was that the last of the 50 states? That's probably why I don't know it. I like Georgia. Can we just go do one in my small town of 1,000 people where no one would want to be?
Let's go to Savannah.
No one would come to Savannah. There's not enough people in the town. Handsome's bird dogging out the back. God, he's got the biggest set of eggs on him. God, they're tough to look at. We got to start putting a sock on him.
Dude, Handsome in the pool today was a freaking menace
English bulldogs usually sink. This guy swam for about an hour or two.
and would not stop. Like we eventually had to pull him out of the pool because we could see that he was getting tired, but he was not going to give up because we have like a little shark floaty pool cleaner thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but he was determined to get it.
Why is Alyssa looking up medications? What are you trying to medicate?
Yeah, what are you trying to get?
Well, I was looking up Mark Cuban's new
Okay.
thing where he sells drugs now.
What?
That's a weird thing. Have
Mark
you never
Cuban's
heard
a
of
drug
it?
dealer?
Oh my God.
No, I've heard of it.
Okay.
He essentially does it at a very similar price of what they get it at cost.
Yeah.
Instead of markup, so you can get.
You could see on the website that what the cost is actually from like pharmacies and stuff. They mark it up 15% and then they sell. It's only like $3 plus for pharmacy and $5 for shipping. So I was just seeing like what they had, but I think it's like literally only if.
What do you need?
Nothing. I was just kind of
She's like
cruising.
Xanax, some
But-
Perk 30s. You can get
Prescription.
steroids on there.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you stay to the end, make sure to DM me a picture of Alyssa from 3 years ago or before, please.
There we go.
I want it to be as weird as you can. Whoever finds like the crown jewel picture, we're gonna show them, and you win all expense paid trip to hell. We're gonna shoot you in the eye. So have fun. Thank you guys. We're going to go do an after school special now. So make sure to sign up for the Patreon if you haven't yet, because if you haven't, you're missing out on probably the best content that you've seen if you're watching that content only. And we'll talk to you guys later. Say bye, Jared.
Bye.
Oh, that outro kind of sounds good. Do I look terrible?